Sven,
Yeah.
so you're riding a bike through Africa,
Yeah, basically bicycle.
a bicycle through Africa, and where have you been so far?
I've come from Cape Town. I went to Namibia, Windhoek, and I was on a mission to hand in a petition. So I did that, and then I decided I'm going to write another petition to the company that was drilling for oil and gas there, a Canadian company. And then I thought I'll take it to their head office in the country, which was in Rundu. But I first wanted to go through Botswana to see the delta. That was kind of in the firing line, you could say. And there's a high chance that they could damage the ecology of the delta. So I wanted to find out about it, hadn't been there, so I went to Maun in Botswana. And then from there, I cycled up to the border via the delta kind of thing, with another cyclist, a local guy who became an activist kind of thing. And he came with me, and then he turned around the border. I went on to Rundu to hand in the petition, and also on the way I visited the drilling sites and spoke to the locals and people in the town there. So that was quite interesting. And then handed my petition in, and I was on national TV there. And yeah, that was that. It was my campaign, Save Our Swamp. And then I decided I'm going to go to Uganda and find out what's happening with the oil pipeline they're building there. They're constructing a heated oil pipeline above the ground, all the way from Uganda to the Tanzanian coast. So I thought I'll go up there and see what's going on there. And then on my way I was thinking, well, maybe I should go to the COP, because I heard that the COP was going to be in Egypt, and I thought I might as well just carry on and go to the COP. But I've kind of subsequently run out of time, so I don't think I'll be doing that anymore. But what I might do instead is to cycle the route of this eco pipeline from the port of Tanga to where they're starting the pipeline in Uganda. So that's my mission currently anyway. So, and along the way, just to speak to people about climate change, what they know, what's happening in Africa, good positive things. I've found some interesting projects that are going on, and also just find out what people think about all these developments and stuff, and yeah, take it to the world news, world stage in some way, bring some attention to it. Yeah, that's it. That's basically what I'm doing.
And this is for the environment?
Yeah, it's for environmental activism, which I started way back when my house burned down, kind of 2005. I started to cycle for the environment, just to show people that there was an option of going. I was going to festivals which were over 100 k's, and I'd cycle there just to show them what can be done. And then I heard about the COP, the first COP that was in Africa, which was Durban 2011. And I cycled there to make a statement and to just be there, because I cared about the earth. So that was really where I started to get more involved in the climate side of things. And did a protest in 2019, because at the end of 2018 I was thinking, geez, we're coming near to the third decade of this new century. And we haven't done anything about this climate change problem, so I need to bring awareness so we don't have 2020 hindsight instead of, and I thought, well, we should have 2020 foresight. So I thought I must do something to raise awareness that we're going into 2020. So in 2019 I did 20 cycle tours equivalents in Cape Town. There's the Cape Town cycle tour every March. So I rode that route 20 times or 19 times before the official day, and then on the official day did the tour. So 20 cycle tours in 20 days to raise awareness for 2020 coming up. So that was kind of tricky to get across, but I was on TV and explained it and got some good press for that. So yeah, that was where I started. And then I heard about a group, while I was doing that actually, I heard about this group, Extinction Rebellion, that was starting, well, in Europe, but they had a meeting in Cape Town. So I went to that and we did some protests and things, and that was great. So it's great to find people that also care about the environment that I could team up with and do things. So, and then I also joined Greenpeace, so I'm a volunteer with them as well. So now then in 2020 with COVID, obviously everything came to a standstill in the film industry, and that completely collapsed. And then beginning of 2021, I found out about this drilling for oil and gas in Botswana and Namibia started. And I just thought, I could either stay in Cape Town and get back into computers because the film industry was so bad, just to afford to make a living, and then I probably won't get time for environmental activism, and I really thought that that's what the world needs. So I decided to just leave all that and just get on my bike and go and find out what's going on and become a full-time environmental activist. Unpaid, unsponsored, no money, but I just thought it has to be done. So here I am.
And what dangers have you come across? I mean, you've talked about the great people that you're seeing, but obviously there's some semi-conflict and some conflict regions that you have to go through.
Yeah, I think where it became really sort of evident was here in Zimbabwe, actually. I was told that if you go around asking people questions, they're going to think you're political, and it could get very dangerous for me. So that's been a bit of a problem. I'm kind of worried about that because I'm alone there out on the bike. Anything can happen. Cars and trucks pass me all the time. So it's so easy to organize a little accident for me or something. So, and I don't want to be a martyr. It's, I just think I need to be there to do something about this and talk to people and get the word out. So it's not that I want to be political. I'm not against any political thing or against anybody specifically. I just want to get a balance of the story and put it out there and just raise awareness, really. And just champion nature above money accumulation and greedy people that are going to benefit, and poor people who don't get anything, and get the environment destroyed as well. So kind of focused on Africa especially because it's my continent. I was born, I'm African, and I just want to stop this neo-colonialist extractivism that's happening, and people, big corporations coming here and taking things and leaving nothing behind, or devastation. But it doesn't help the poor people. They don't really get any benefit, and only a few people make money, and all the money goes out of the country or out of the continent. So I say to big energy companies, multinationals that want to come here to Africa and invest in energy, I say go solo, go home.
And then finally, you just give us a background of what you did before this. I know you made reference to computers as well as the film industry.
Yeah, that's basically what I started out in. After the army, I was in Cape Town wondering what to do, and went into computers and started there operating mainframes. Didn't really throw in the deep end, and I enjoyed it. Got into computer development, IT development stuff, and then I had my own company, my own software company. I was writing software, and in 2005 my house that I was renting burnt down, and I lost everything, all my computers, all my backups, and it was just a time to draw a line in the sand and say, well, that was me, but I don't want to be that anymore, staring at a computer screen and getting stuck and not meeting people, not going outside into nature, and I really missed that. And so I changed my life, and I heard about the film industry, that you could become an extra, and I signed up, and the rest was history.
And then finally, your encouragement to young wannabe activists and activists as well?
Yeah, I think everybody should be an activist. This spaceship Earth, there's no passengers, we're all crew. So get out there, make peace with the world, and do what you can where you are with what you have.
Cool. And